Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. Who pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point? But he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match.
And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop him.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about, you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
Our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight tilt. More than 5 years apart, and they have the same height and reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a judo fighter holding a professional record of 15 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Misha Sarkunov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 30 wins, 9 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Donetsk, Ukraine, Nikita Al Capone Krylov. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Dan Mergliotta.
Dan Mergliotta, your referee.
You ready? You ready? Let's go.
All right, so the fight is now underway. We'll see how long it goes. You've got a submission specialist on one side, and on the other side, maybe the most well-rounded fighter in this division.
Yeah, he is one of the best fighters in the entire UFC. But in front of him, he has one of the most dangerous fighters across all divisions in the octagon, because that one skill he has is so good that you're in danger the entire time.
And the takedown attempt, but he does not land it. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh, nice punch there by Sarkunov. And that one was heavy. Now goes in and secures the takedown. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. He's gonna tap. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel, right next to his opponent. Oh, now he's in trouble.
Side control now, DC. When you get side control in the fight, what are you looking at?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
Close guard. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Serkinov's got an arm. Looks like he's trying to lock up a Kimura.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
And he's out. Trying to get that arm underneath the chin.
Oh, wow, oh!
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, we might have got him with a choke.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one. Not a ton going on.
Is in the history books, man. That one's gone. There's nothing you can do about that round. We can change this next round. We have no choice. Okay? We're gonna.
Okay, ready? Round two. You ready? Let's go fight.
Nice punch lands over the top.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Oh, wow! Head kick. Missed with that right hand. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand? Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight. Left hand punches the clinch.
That knee might have landed there. Serkinov.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves it, so don't finish his fight.
That knee might have landed there. So a combination of knees here. You don't see this all the time where a fighter will throw multiple knees, but if it's not broken, they'll fix it.
There's no takedown threat. If there was a takedown threat, he would not be throwing so many knees. But there's...
And this might just be a matter of time. Getting tighter. And there it is!
He's done, he's done! What a fight!
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight. Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Bergliana has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to a guillotine choke, Nikita Al Capone Taylor.
Well, what did All right, so here he is, one of the better offensive takedown guys we have in the UFC, DC. And if anyone is well-equipped to speak to this, it is you. The opponent knows what's coming. At least to this point in the UFC, no one's been able to stop.
He just has to keep him away, because the moment this guy gets close enough to either grab a leg or make body contact, now you're in trouble. He has a knowledge and an understanding of position from a lifetime of just all grappling, judo, wrestling, sambo. He does it all, and he has just so many ways to get you to the floor. This guy once told me that if you can get your leg, he's going to finish. Because he's going to give you so many things to think about you will not be able to process and keep up with him, and eventually you're on the mat. It's unbelievable to watch him apply that knowledge to the mixed martial arts fight.
And as the wrestlers say, this is not a guy you want anywhere near your bracket.
No, you don't want him in the bracket.
All right, here he is for my money, Mike, the most well-rounded fighter in this division, a true mixed martial artist at his core, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight.
Everyone talked about him being well-rounded. It's unbelievable to watch a guy that can do everything across the board at such a high level.
Yeah, he's comfortable wherever the fight goes. Maybe he'll grapple tonight, maybe he'll strike. Makes him a hard guy to prepare for. All right, now our tale of the tape for this bantamweight scrap. So more than 10 years apart, these two fighters, with some differences in height, but big differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 35 wins, 10 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Para, Brazil, Yuri Marajo Alcantara. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 5 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, Ray, the Taz Mexican Devil Bard. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
Ready? Are you ready?
All right, so here we are, Scotiabank Arena, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, the TO, baby. Nothing quite like calling fights in front of these live fans.
One time I almost defended my belt in the 6 against Anthony Johnson. I was injured, wasn't able to compete, but Max Holloway once again showed what a champion he is by defeating Anthony Pettis in his great arena.
Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
It's okay. Keep going. Keep going.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ring.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that
Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here. Oh! Now he falls back into the finishing position.
somehow stays in the fight. Ooh, right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Oh, and he lands a knee to the body now, DC. Talk to us about that strike.
They suck so bad, especially when you're going forward. You got full speed to a knee to the body. It could in the night.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. Late defense on the takedown and scrambles to his feet. Nicely done. Trying the flying knee there. 90 seconds now to go in round one. Oh, collar tie. Takedown defense holds up.
Scramble, scramble, scramble. Don't allow him to hold you down. Don't allow him to hold you down.
Oh, you don't want to be anywhere near his guillotine. This could be trouble.
He's attacked guillotine.
He might get a finish here. And this might just be a matter of time. submission defense there. All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. The horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so the takedowns, the big storyline in that previous round. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and got to be pretty discouraging to get grounded that many times in a row.
Oh, it's so discouraging because all you want to do is let your offense go, but every time you're getting dragged to the floor constantly. You're starting to get fatigued. He's starting to wear on you. Let's see what type of effect it takes on his offensive approach as the next round starts.
Really making good use of his reach advantage there with that punch. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand afterward, he may be able to finish his fight.
Useful trick right there to get the takedown out of the clinch. Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top. Now into his mount.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. 3 minutes to go in the round. All right, well, he's got him softened up here. So we have crossed the midpoint in this one. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Borg's back in full mount. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on him. He's attacking armbar now.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
Oh, and that was a violent tap there, so he submits him with the arm bar.
I mean, just steps ahead of the competition. Where you're playing checkers, he's playing chess in the ground fighting. And it showed tonight in this big submission victory.
Ray Borg! All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That could hold up as one of the better subs of the year. Near perfect execution tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Ray, the Chaz Mexican Devil Borg.
Well, the cell. Well, she's one of the more well-rounded fighters, DC, that we have in this division. A true mixed martial artist. Her first martial art was MMA. That certainly helps.
Yes, she's a new breed of fighter. A fighter that, as a young girl, she was brought into a gym. And in that gym, she told the coaches, I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to do jiu-jitsu. I don't want to kickbox and box. I want to do it all.
Right.
Is there an MMA class for my daughter to take part in? She did that from day one, and you see all that development over the course of a lifetime has led her to the octagon, where she is already making her impact.
Yeah, she said, I didn't want to get to the UFC until I was 100% comfortable in every situation. So far, so good for her. She's got a big one in front of her here tonight. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 13 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. Amanda Lamosh! And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a boxer holding a professional record of 11 wins, 4 losses. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 115 pounds. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
The veteran Herb Dean draws the assignment here.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, fight clock is moving. We are now underway. Going to be interesting to see how this fight stylistically plays out between a true striker against a well-rounded fight.
This is a big-time fight feel. People have been pining for this matchup for a really long time. They wanted to see how the striker would handle someone that would try to force them into uncomfortable situations. Let's see how this thing plays out. Beautiful strike.
Man, her striking looks clean tonight, timing on point.
Her timing on point, her accuracy's on point. She's very busy. She's in a good flow.
She missed with that jab.
Nice kick. Oh, clinch position. Watch the B's on the elbows come now.
Take her down.
Nice punch by Moroz. Just missed with the left there. Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand. Again, she chooses to clinch here.
She gets to her spot, the tie clinch, and then she starts to let the knees fly. Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's gonna shut your body off.
Well, she's been good tonight, but she missed with that. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Just misses there with the left. Oh, nice knee to the body for her there. Very nice.
Great punch.
Well, she's got a good jab, missed with it there. Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Well, that left hand has been there for her tonight, not on that attempt. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Beautiful kick.
Hook is there again. Oh, huge kick.
An uppercut lead.
That was a good leg kick.
Whoa! And what a round! Provides a lot of strike absorption by her in that previous round. She got stunned on the feet, but survives to see another round. Talk us through the replay, man.
You look at the action here. They're going back and forth, and boom, there goes that big strike that lands that really does hurt her opponent. She could not find the follow-up shot, but eventually she will find that moment.
You okay? Good. Drink some water and breathe. Relax, okay? Not a big deal. We've been...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway.
Nice punch lands over the top.
Be first, girl. Move and recover.
Well, she whiffs on the straight right hand.
Nice job of hiding that head kick. Clinch.
And now they are throwing both sides with conviction. I'm not sure her striking has ever looked better, DC, finding the range with relative ease here tonight.
She's doing a great job of timing everything. She is seeing everything out there.
All right, she's landed some pretty good shots here tonight, but still, DC, unable to string any solid combinations together.
I just don't believe she's confident in being in there. She's very aware of her opponent's power, so it's making her limit her activity on the inside. Throw that out the window. You're the faster fighter. You're successful. Let those combinations string together.
Oh, and she connects there, so the hands look good tonight.
Great timing to land that punch.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. Man, she might punch harder than you. Nice connection there.
I don't know about that, Tom, but she is a fast, accurate striker.
Oh, there it is. Right to the outside of that lead leg, she lands the kick.
She did a great job of landing that outside leg kick.
DC, for my money, she's really timing her shots pretty well here tonight.
Her timing, accuracy, and also the activity level is great tonight.
Visibly limping here.
You're doing great. Breathe and relax for me.
She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Right hand on point. Oh, she caught the kick.
Big punch from the clinch.
Beautifully timed and place kick there by Marina Moroz. Oh, the right hand is there for her. And she lands a punch there. We'll see if she can start to turn these singular strikes into combinations now.
She's going to have to find something to follow that big strike that she's landing over and over again.
Oh, nice jab. Way to hide that leg.
Back and forth we go.
Left hand punch from the clinch.
Stop.
Olha, essa pontuação até aqui não tá muito boa, não. Esse é o...
All right, so a huge round for her there, DC, as we get you some of the highlights. A lot of good leg kicking going on there.
She controlled the fight with her leg kicks. I mean, it's hard to remember a time that someone was so dominant with this type of leg kicking action, with these many leg kicks. She did it in the highest level in that round. You take more of these leg kicks, you will not be able to be very active on your feet.
You hit her first now.
Try to establish that jab.
You don't know when that leg kick's coming.
Nice strike.
Great vision, great defensive instincts by her there as she continues to block the majority of these shots coming her way.
Her hands are always where they're supposed to be.
Well, it's one thing to be confident in your chin. It's another thing to leave your head wide open for damage, and that's exactly what she did there as she eats the uppercut. Let's see if she circles out and tries to prevent any further damage here. Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect.
Punch over the top.
And she lands another punch there, and this was not a pre-existing cut that she came into the fight with. She caused it, and now she's targeting.
She caused it, and that is her handiwork. Landing a great strike caused the cut, and now she has a target to try to increase the damage on her way to trying to get a victory.
Back and forth we go.
Oh! You can never know what you're going to see with this young lady. Is she going to finish the fight?
Oh, straight right. Oh, she is absolutely getting lit up right now. She has certainly changed her approach here in the latter stages of this fight. She is trying to take the judges out of it. That'll certainly help that goal. Oh, that is a nice jab by her there as your boy Rosendo Sanchez. Oh!
She is such a diverse striker that big strike landed, and it looks like she's going to finish this fight.
Whoa! Oh, straight right. Wow! All right, stacked guard for her now. What would you tell the top fighter here in terms of trying to avoid the escape?
Well, you got to start attacking the feet now. Now you got to start shoving those feet towards the ground, pass them through the middle, or just grab them and pull them up. If you pull them up, right, you don't want the bottom fighter to get the legs extended into you because then it pushes you away. But if you can grab the feet and you pull them up, now you just lead with your knee to take side control. Nice body kick right under the elbow.
20 seconds left. She missed with that jab. Oh! All right, so the fighters go the distance. Pretty competitive fight, but certainly there was a striking advantage, and it was hers.
The advantage belonged to her. And you knew the longer she would be able to keep this fight upright, the better the chances were that she was going to get the victory. This fight never hit the ground, and she used that striking to win a pretty easy decision.
All right, it looks like the official decision is in. Yes, here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 9-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Marina Iron Lady Monroe!
All right. Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop.
Because the knowledge of the jiu-jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar. And as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse.
And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen.
Well, this guy has truly made the takedown a thing of beauty in mixed martial arts. With respect to yourself and George St. Pierre and the truly great takedown artists, this guy's closing the gap and entering that company in the eyes of men.
Oh, absolutely, because he's done such a great job of timing takedowns. I haven't seen anyone so good at slipping a jab into a takedown since George St. Pierre.
Right.
He does a phenomenal job of getting from step 1 to step 2 before his opponent even realizes, now he's in on my leg. And if they do get their hips back, immediately he's up into a foot sweep, or a headlock, or an inside trip. It's just so many different ways for him to get you to the floor that he will throw every single one at you every single time.
And a lot of fighters talk about that wrestling maintenance and how hard it is, right, over the course of a career to continue to drill those things. He talks a lot about that, and that's why he's continued to realize success here in the UFC.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 20 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Vila Velha, Espírito Santo, Brazil, Eric Silva! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record of 27 wins, 11 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, Neil Magny. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan Murgliata.
Dan Murgliata.
You ready? All right, you ready?
All right, so here we go with round 1, and on one side, clearly the more well-rounded fighter, yet when we sat down with him on Thursday, first words out of his mouth, he ain't gonna submit me, I'm gonna try to take him down.
Oh, my goodness. And you laugh just like that because you know how much of a joke this is. You want to avoid the grappling with this guy at all costs. I know he has bravado. I know he has a big ego, but it would benefit him to fight this fight and make it as easy as possible.
All right, here we go, early round 1. We talk about wrestling being a great equalizer in MMA, but length and reach is another one. He's got a great jab. We'll see if he can employ it tonight.
You have got to be born with it, right? You don't get taller. When you're a tall guy, you have to understand, make your skill set match your physical abilities. And this guy has done this tremendously.
Scramble, scramble, scramble.
Guillotine attempt now, looks as though he's got the neck.
You gotta scramble. I want to see a scramble.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine. He should be defending right now.
And this might just be a matter of time. And that will do it. So a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground, DC. Talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Dan Murgliata has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 22 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by submission, Eric Silva!
Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop.
Because the knowledge of the Jiu-Jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar. And as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse.
And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen.
Well, if he is not the greatest UFC featherweight champion in the promotion's history, he is certainly on the short list. That 13-fight winning streak that he put together at 145 pounds, likely something, DC, that will never be duplicated in this division.
Yes, it'll be very tough because it's such a tough division. And the guys that he had to beat in order to go on a 13-fight win streak was unbelievable. It was unreal to see the names on that list that Max Holloway beat. But the crowning moment was when he beat Jose Aldo twice to win and keep his UFC featherweight championship, and then he only topped that in the destruction of Brian Ortega. Max Holloway is one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter, 145 pounds has ever seen.
And with respect to Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, and anybody else, the UFC featherweight record books read like Max Holloway's Wikipedia page. We'll see if he can add to that total here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. The American is 28, the Brazilian is 30. Holloway is 1 inch taller. Oliveira will have a 5-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the
Ladies and
particulars, here is Bruce
gentlemen,
Buffer.
this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 34 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer holding a professional record of 24 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Waianae, Hawaii, Max "Blessed" Holloway.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
You ready? You ready?
All right, ready to go here, round 1. Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira, one of the top active and accurate submission threats in UFC history. He's in that patented upright stance as usual. Charles Oliveira trying to continue the trend of first-round finishes here tonight. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. All right, here we go. Our first round is underway, and you know, at some point, he's going to try to get this fight to the canvas. Any number of different submissions in his arsenal.
I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger. Does he pull guard? Does he pretend that he got knocked down? We saw Verdum do it.
Right.
To Fedor, act like he got knocked down. Fedor jumps his guard, gets a submission. This man has that same ability. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Oliveira gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Right hand on point. Spinning back fist. Pretty strong jab there by Oliveira. And he landed the right hand there. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Max Holloway. Oliveira going for the head kick. He misses there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Look at him drive his shin into the opponent's body with that body kick.
All right, so he continues to use his jab effectively here, DC. He gets that hand to the target pretty quickly.
I mean, just right away, blasting the jab after jab after jab. He's a phenomenal boxer with a vast understanding of fighting behind an educated jab. Big punch lands.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing like in a zone. It's like the basketball hoop becomes twice its size. This guy today is looking as focused in his looking.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
Swing and a miss by Holloway. Oh, head kick blocked, though, by Oliveira.
Hey, stop!
Muito bom. Tenta aí, pô. Vai lá. Respira pelo nariz. Isso. Solta pela boca. O que a gente combinou deu tudo certo nesse round, entendeu? Continua assim porque você tá ganhando esse round.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Round two is upon us. Your thoughts on round one, Shane?
Round one was a very close round. Both guys had their moments, but nobody has really went out ahead. Oh! He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, straight right. Oh! Well, he's up. Oh, is he hurt? Oh! Oh, wow, that happened quickly as the fighter reverses position there on the ground.
Unbelievable position change. Wow, what a transition.
Don't want to absorb too many of these strikes.
No, he's got to start moving. He's trying to get his feet on the hips to try to push his opponent away from him.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, so good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Holloway's back in full mount. Gets up again here, but hurting. So the unofficial numbers thus far, 53 total strikes have landed for Max Bless Holloway. And landing with 42% accuracy thus far against him.
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Wow!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish the
That's
fight.
it.
He got him.
Again, the winner here was so aggressive with his onslaught. He wanted to make sure he kept the judges out of the equation. Mission accomplished on that front as he gets the TKO victory here tonight. So a seminal moment for him here tonight as he gets the win by TKO. That is one they'll be talking about for quite some time.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 53 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Max Bless Holloway.
imagine what the celebration is like in his hometown right now after he gets the TKO win tonight. He said he wanted to leave the judges out of it. Mission accomplished.
Mission accomplished. He left the judges out of it. The judges could have went to the concession stand because once he got his opponent hurt, he was not going to stop until he got that TKO.